What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode number 2 of Project XTalk Extra, your weekly podcast supplement from Project XTalk. Here, we'll discuss smaller news topics that didn't quite make the main show. If you like our content, please head over to Apple, drop us a review, subscribe to our YouTube, share, like, do all that stuff. I'm sick of asking you, so just go ahead and do it, and then I'll shut up. But we're going to hop right into it. We're filming this right after our very long 1-year special, so we still got the full panel here. And this week on Project XTalk Extra, we're going to be talking about Ghost Recon Frontline, the new free-to-play tactical action massive 100-person PvP shooter, aka a battle royale, that features teams of 3 dropping into vast maps and fighting it out. This is the brand new Ubisoft game just announced this week. Firstly, I want to ask, what is everyone's reaction to this? Tom, what was your first thoughts?
When I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh my God, a new battle royale game that I can finally delve into. No, this game is not a battle royale. It's a big PvP game of 100 players that you extract stuff, sort of like The Division. I have no idea what the hell this game is. It's kind of weird.
It's not a battle royale?
No, it's not. It's not a battle royale.
Everyone online
I saw the trailer and it was like Warzone. It looked exactly like Warzone.
Yeah, but your mission is to extract stuff, sort of like The Division, because you have to bring them to like a extraction point and then wait, and then like it gets called out to everyone, sort of like The Division too.
Oh, it could just be more interactive missions in a battle royale.
It can be,
or
but
did you see somewhere that it's like 100 versus 100?
I'll look at it.
No, it's 100 total and 3-person teams is what it told me online.
Yeah.
So is it like Division
it sounds
Dark
like
Zones?
A battle royale with more intricate missions.
I don't think there was a smoke or anything that's pushing the players together though, like a battle royale, like a traditional battle royale though.
Like how Hunt Showdown is, right? Like it's a battle royale type game, but it's not a battle royale game, if that makes any sense, right?
Like Hunter's Arena Legends.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that game, but I know in Hunt Royale, you're just supposed to go in, find your monster and track it down, kill it, and get out.
Yeah.
While everybody else is trying to do the same thing, thus the battle royale-ness.
I guess that makes sense. I guess you can classify it.
From what I got out of it, it looked more like the Division Dark Zones.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it too. Also, the graphics on this game, I want to say something. This game looks like ass.
I know, right?
Is this a 2021 game?
It's still in development. It's still in development.
No, I'm not gonna give them that. No, don't show us the trailer if you're not ready yet, because this game looks like hot garbage. The graphics look like it's from like early last generation. Call of Duty Modern Warfare looks way better than it came out 2 years ago. This is a bad first impression for me, just overall.
It's definitely a bad look for me. I wanted to bring up because this is another free-to-play game, which Ubisoft made a point. We discussed on the podcast a while ago that they were going to release more free-to-play games.
Yeah.
So are we seeing consolidation on Ubisoft properties? It seems that we're getting more and more from them, like these live service free-to-play like Assassin's Creed Infinity or whatever that's going to be called.
Division Heartland.
Yeah, Division Heartland, X Defiant. We're getting these free-to-play games that don't look very high quality, that are live service titles, probably going to be full of microtransactions. It seems they're chasing trends with all of their properties, trying to find one that fits.
I hate it when big companies such as like Ubisoft and Activision chase trends. Like Fortnite did battle royales well, Warzone did it well, and then Ubisoft tried it with Hyperscape, that failed. There was another battle royale recently, can't remember which one, that failed as well. So, I mean, Ubisoft's going at it again with the battle royale genre.
Yeah, it's like you have to try to like.
Exactly, you have to try to make it appealing.
Yeah, so battle royales is such a saturated market now that only a few are going to be the popular ones. And I understand Ubisoft, they want to get in and they want to get like a.
They tried it with Hyperscape. Do you remember Hyperscape?
Yeah, it's the one like they have like a ball or something and they jump.
Exactly. Yeah. They tried it with that, and that game was ass.
Yeah, it was. I think the issue with that one though was like you released it in early access and it wasn't good. Exactly. Where Fortnite released in early access but was good. So
Well, Save the World wasn't good. They listened to feedback and then adjusted their game, and that's why it became what it is today. Which, if you think it's good, that's personal preference.
I mean, Apex Legends was good
Yeah,
from the get-go.
yeah. Apex
Yeah,
Legends is
Apex-
one that launched
yeah.
right, free to play.
Exactly.
But this seems like it's taking concepts from Apex Legends, launching free to play, teams of 3. So to me, it just looks like they're copying what other people are doing. Like Warzone did it too. Like they added in a 3-person mode, didn't they?
Yeah, at launch it was a 3 actually. At launch, I think it might have been 4-person, and they made a 3-person mode.
Yeah. Garrett, X Defiant. That's another tactical shooter from Ubisoft that we talked about a little while ago. That is also still currently in development. Kind of looks like Call of Duty with some classes. This game is also going to have a class-based system, apparently. Do we need, why is Ubisoft putting these properties and just throwing stuff at the wall? Like, it's these similar ideas.
I'm tired of semi-realistic shooters.
They're digging their own grave.
It is such a worn out subject of it. I don't know about you guys, but when I play games, the last thing I want to do is play a game that's like a rough simulation of what's going on in global events. I think it's just a worn out subject, personally. We can only do this content so many times, right?
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Yeah.
We're not even kicking the dead horse. We buried it, take it out every year, and then wash it off and try again. Just leave it alone.
I love how you just come up with these random ass
analogies.
Are these sayings that you guys say over there in Canada all the time?
Well, no, I come from a weird niche place where people humorously try to compete with their weird off the cuff things to make other people chuckle in the group. So it's always about a quick wit sort of loose strung example. Every conversation's got to have one. Sorry, I'm rough for it.
Well, back on topic. I just am very confused because we did just get X Defiant. And to me, why do we need another first-person shooter? And Ghost Recon isn't, that's Rainbow Six, but they're just bringing franchises and twisting them. Ghost Recon is a game that I used to play, Advanced Warfighter.
Yeah, Warfighter.
Yeah. Love that game. That was a fantastic, semi-realistic tactical shooter back in the day. I liked that game a lot. So Ghost Recon is one I have familiarity with, but they're twisting all their properties and doing this weird stuff like Rainbow Six Extraction. That's another perfect example. What the hell are they doing? Tom Clancy rolling over in his grave. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's really unfortunate because I really wish they stayed true for a lot of this stuff. Ghost Recon, it really changed genres in the last couple of years. It became a looter shooter pretty much in the last couple, the last 2 games. I think Wildlands and whatever the hell the most recent one was.
Breakpoint, full of bugs, more broken game. Yeah.
So I mean, Ubisoft themselves aren't really sure what they're gonna do with their own properties that they have. So they're just, like you said, just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks at this point.
But it's just so annoying. Ubisoft has some really good IP, and they're just messing it all up, making these battle royale games and chasing dead trends and all of that.
Yeah, where is Splinter Cell?
Where's Splinter Cell?
You mentioned they have good IPs, and yet they keep going back to these ones we see year after year.
Exactly.
Changing them, distorting them from what they were meant to be.
Assassin's Creed, they milked that franchise out. We had an Assassin's Creed game for almost. We had an Assassin's Creed game every year, right?
Yeah, every year up until 4. Then they switched it to every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
Why?
I think what's the dates on Far Cry and Assassin's Creed? Because I think they alternate, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that sounds right to me.
But honestly, I prefer Far Cry over Assassin's Creed any day.
Ubisoft should be Immortals Phoenix Rising. That was better than the last 10 Assassin's Creed
really?
games.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would give it. Is there more unique game that they've pulled out the last couple of years?
They should be. I can't say better though. They should be going for the more diverse selection of games and just chasing trends such as battle royale.
They should just make new IPs.
Yeah.
Just make new IPs.
Yeah, make new IPs.
I wouldn't even say
be innovative.
I played Immortals. That's like the most recent Ubisoft game I actually decided to give a chance because it was a new IP. And what I found was a game with a really fun character. Really, like I enjoy all the gods. Like they're cracking me up. I like the story of that game. I hate all the Ubisoftness in it
Formula,
because
yeah.
they
They need to
literally
abandon that formula.
they literally
keep
took
using it.
Assassin's Creed stuff and threw it into Immortals, like having to go to the top and then like the map shows you all the
Synchronize,
little
yeah.
It's nonsense. Like you don't need to throw this in every game, Ubisoft. You're making all your games the same, just with different titles. So to me, like when you announce a new game, I basically already know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get some sort of either free to play shooter from a franchise that shouldn't be a free to play shooter, or I'm going to get Assassin's Creed reskinned, Assassin's Creed reskin 2.0 with a new character. Like it's just nonsense. I can't take it anymore.
Ubisoft need to abandon their formula, which they use for all their games.
But they're not going to because it makes money. People
that's
buy
what's
this.
annoying. That's the annoying part. They're not going to.
You got Garrett over there pulling his dollar bills out of his pocket, being like, "All right, Ubisoft, man, here's 100."
Like,
Garrett just likes them because they're a Canadian company.
That now, like, am I that? No, honestly, I've been arguing that like Montreal needs to stop. Like completely.
What?
Like Montreal Studios, like when you guys see their tags. Oh God, I dislike Montreal Studios. I don't know what's going on over there, but like all their intros sort of seem the same.
Yeah. I mean, Montreal is a big hot spot for talent in the games industry right now. It's like Texas and LA.
It's a very weird thing because, like, in contradiction to it, Montreal is a city that half speaks French.
Yeah, don't I know? I got lost there one time.
Yeah.
Nobody would help me.
I did too, and like, but I did it like years ago. So like, I'm guessing society has changed, but like, people were like trying to predominantly speak French, and I just have difficulty understanding why you would develop a English game in like a mainly French city. It's just like the nuances of the language that you speak every day in your day-to-day life would have to have some impact on how you write a script, would it not? You can't just
maybe
like we'd have to get some scientists in there, but I think there's definite connection between like having like non-English studios making English games and their writing, because you can't just throw it or throw it through some translator, right? You can't get the right feel of it.
So I'll just say this. Rockstar North is based in the UK, and they do GTA fine. I know it's not language, but they like nail American culture, so I don't think that's really an issue.
Yeah, I have to agree with Tom here. I don't, especially because Montreal tends to like they speak both. Like all their signs are in French to make sure I get lost, but they tend to speak both English and French over there, like from what I've seen.
But
so
just not to you.
Like, it's not just like they're a very poor example, but let's say the guys who made Ancestors, that weird ape game. Do you guys remember that?
No.
The one where you are like a caveman and like it's actually a relevation in the game where you learn to hold a stick from your right to your left hand because then you could hold a rock.
I think I know kind of what you're talking about.
Yeah, like it was just a hard game to understand from at least my perspective, simply because when I was playing it with my buddies on the couch, we were all trying to learn how to play it, and it just seems like it was poorly worded. And then you look it up and like the game was made by an indie developer in France. So I'm like, that sort of makes a bit of sense. Sorry, I was just defending my point. That's all.
No problem. Well, I'm not sure that has any relevance, but one thing I do know, and we're going to wrap it up here, is that the game looks bad. I think we all agree on that. It's unnecessary, and we all want Ubisoft to do something different. And I think that's really where we're going to leave it, this discussion. Let us know what you think about Ghost Recon Frontline down in the comments. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and we will see you guys next Monday with another Project XTalk Extra. Thank you for listening. Make sure to check out the official podcast live every Thursday or audio on Friday. And we will see you. Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.